Hey, hey, hey. Let me get live on Instagram too. Hello, hello, good evening. Hey, 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 good evening. Good evening. Jessica Carter, the Peaceful Billionaire. I cannot believe I am going live so late, but here I am. I promise to go live once a day during the week, and today turned into a crazy day, and here it is. It's late, but not so bad if you're on the not so bad if you're on the West Coast, or if you're on another side of the world. I am going. Hey, Richie. I'm going to, and I'm. Oh, I don't want to butcher your name. I wish you could come off mute. Oh, thank you for the henna. So the henna, I just got yesterday. One of my friends is getting married tomorrow, and I would love to say your name, but I feel like I'm going to butcher it if I mispronounce it. Sit. And I don't even know if your Instagram handle is your real name. So let me not mention it. Is your Instagram handle your real name? What is your first name? I would love to address you by name. All right. So welcome. Good evening. Again, I can't believe I'm going live. It's this late, but whatever it is what it is. It's been a really busy and fun day. Muaz. Yes? Close? Muaz. Am I pronouncing it correctly? Muaz. Did I get that right? Okay, I'm doing my best with the pronunciation. I'm usually pretty good because I have many. Hey, Christopher. I have many friends from around the world and other cultures, so I'm usually halfway decent. But sometimes the tongue just doesn't want to get the correct sound out. So anyway, so last night I was chatting with you. Starting to chat with you about the $27 billion asset you already owned, right? That you already own. Your mind is a $27 billion asset. It's yours. You already own it. And it contains 27 billion kilowatts of power, which is available to you as your potential, right? And so I speak about this asset. And the goal is, here's the thing, you have this $27 billion asset. You're walking around with a $27 billion asset right here, up above your shoulders, in between your ears, right? A $27 billion asset. But here's the thing, most people are only using 5% of your mind. And when you're only using 5% of your mind, that means you're also only using 5% of your potential. And so everything that I do is to encompass tools, tips, tools, and strategies to start to leverage, optimize, and leverage 100% of this $27 billion asset that you already own, right? Of your mind, using 100% of that, optimizing it and leveraging it is really, really, really important, right? Because and I talked about this in one of my vlog videos. And I don't know how many of you are have been investing in yourself. I spoke about this a little bit last night, right? That Warren Buffett talks about one of the best investments you can make is in yourself. And that has been beyond true for me. When I first started on my personal professional development journey 4.5 years ago, really almost 5 years ago, the first time that I ever invested in myself, I had no idea. I had no idea what I was stepping into / getting myself into. I had no idea what to expect. I had no idea if it was going to help. And I invested $10,000 into a package of group courses. And at the time, I had never invested that amount of money in myself. And I was really, really scared. And there was a gentleman at the event who I had started to, chat with and got to know. And so I asked him, right? When it came time to kind of make this decision of, hey, what do you want to do? And I wanted to do it. I just didn't know what to expect, and I was afraid. So I spoke to him, and he said, and he gave me the advice that I hear Warren Buffett give all the time, which is investing in yourself is the most valuable investment you'll ever make. That was what he said to me. He said, I have been investing in myself for a very long time. And he said, I promise you, you will never regret investing in yourself in this way. And I continued to do it. And I've built to a place where this year I invested over 6 figures in myself in high level private mentorship. And so it's what that requires is it requires a significant shift in yourself, right? And it's really, really valuable. I mean, the most successful people out there have coaches, have mentors, they invest in themselves, whether you're an entrepreneur or an athlete. And the most powerful place, right? The most powerful place to put that investment is, right? That's why it is so valuable. You're actually investing in this $27 billion asset that you already own. And the most beautiful thing about it is that no matter where things go, what direction your life takes, once you've invested in yourself and you've learned, you've grown, you've evolved, you've expanded in that way, in that capacity, no one can ever take that away from you. And so the thing that I am absolute most proud of is who I've become in this process, who I've become on this journey. Yes, I started out on a path. Yes, I started out on a path of seeking greater wealth and success. And I achieved that, but that and so much more. And so I also always use things in a very intentional and strategic way, because while, yes, I want, it is my intention for you to be more financially rich, right? And to achieve financial freedom. It is also very, very important to me that you simultaneously become rich always and always. So yes, become financially rich, more and more financially rich and financially free, but also becoming rich always in all ways, because it's never just about the money. So there is no amount of money or success or impact in the world that I can make, and that is the vision, that is the dream, that is the goal, that's everything that I'm stepping forward towards. But there is nothing that I will ever be, no amount of external or financial success that I will ever be more proud of than who I've become on this journey and who it's required me to become on this journey. And so I love, right? I absolutely love getting to hold this space and this frequency for you, right? So the billions, right? The billions, the peaceful billionaire, that is the frequency, right? It's the frequency of building greater levels of wealth and success, minus the stress, minus the overwhelm, right? Because the stress is unknowingly killing you. And so I'm going to keep things brief tonight because it is late, but I do want to give you one actionable tool that you can start using to optimize and leverage your mind, 100% of it, this $27 billion asset you already own. And part of how you do that, part of how you use 100% of your mind is tremendously changing the way your thoughts, your logical conscious mind speaks to your subconscious mind. Right? That's from a behind the scenes scientific perspective, what is actually required behind the scenes, because your subconscious mind can only receive, it cannot reject. And that's why what is going on in your thoughts, in your logical mind, for any duration of time is extremely important, extremely valuable. But placing the focus on the communication, right? Shifting the communication between how you're conscious, you're thinking, your logical brain, logical mind speaks to your subconscious mind. Because from from a leadership, right? And from a money, from a wealth perspective, the most wealthy people in the world are communicators and innovators. Communicators and innovators, right? So innovation is required, but communication is required, right? Really, really powerful communication and how you communicate that. And what's just as valuable, if not more valuable, is changing how this conscious thinking, logical part of your mind speaks to the subconscious part of your mind, right? That's one of the ways that you start to optimize and leverage 100% of your mind, 100% of this $27 billion asset that you already own. And so one of those, and each day I'm going to be giving, I have several of these. So each day over like the rest of this week, and then next week I will be giving some more of these. So one of them, and it's one of my favorites, is hey there, welcome. One of my favorites is shifting your perspective of obstacle equals obstacle to obstacle equals opportunity. So any perceived challenge, any perceived limitation, any perceived obstacle, right? Notice I said perceived limitation, challenge, or obstacle is actually an opportunity, So that small shift, one of my other favorite things, small hinges swing big doors. So that small shift in your perspective is always going to pull you forward, because what happens if in your mind, if you're still with that perspective that obstacle equals obstacle, what happens is your subconscious mind actually throws up a giant red stop sign and it acts accordingly. But when you say obstacle equals opportunity, now your subconscious mind is like, well, wait a minute, obstacle equals opportunity. Where's my opportunity? And so the thing about life, one of like the secrets to having greater success and actually enjoying it, right? Enjoying the journey, enjoying the path, is it's never about being completely void or free of these perceived challenges, limitations, or obstacles, because all of those are opportunities. Not only an opportunity for you to learn, grow, expand, but on the other side of the opportunity is a reward, which means small obstacle, you overcome the small obstacle, right? Once you see past that small obstacle, you see, okay, here's an opportunity. It's a relatively small opportunity, but an opportunity nonetheless, right? On the other side of that opportunity, small reward. Once you have trained your mind to be really good at these small perceived challenges or obstacles, right? Then life gives you bigger ones. Now life says, okay, right? You got really good at those small challenges, those small opportunities, those small rewards. Now here's some medium-sized ones. Here's a medium-sized perceived obstacle. Here's a medium-sized perceived challenge. What's on the other side of it? A medium-sized opportunity. What's on the other side of the medium-sized opportunity? A medium-sized reward. You get really good at those, then life starts giving you bigger ones, bigger perceived challenges, bigger perceived obstacles. Now you're like, okay, bring it on. Bring it on, life. I'll take that bigger perceived challenge. I'll take that bigger perceived obstacle, because I know, right? I know that it's actually an opportunity. And now that it's a big opportunity, that means on the other side of my bigger opportunity is a bigger reward. A bigger reward. So that is one of the most valuable perspective shifts. Most valuable, most powerful perspective shifts that you can make that you can implement today, right now, to start leveraging, to optimize and start leveraging 100% of this extraordinary $27 billion asset that you already own, your mind. You're leveraging that value, you're optimizing and leveraging that value, and you're optimizing and leveraging that 27 billion kilowatts of power that is already yours. So that is my wild words of wisdom for this evening. That is my wild words of wisdom for this evening. If you are loving these, please do your best to catch me live tomorrow. I'm working on getting to a place of scheduling them so that people can jump on, but it's actually kind of fun doing it different times of the day because different people hop on. So I think I'm kind of enjoying that flexibility. But there is a scheduled live every Friday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time. On Fridays at 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, I will be live with you to celebrate your wins and your successes, no matter how big or how small, because what gets celebrated gets replicated. What gets celebrated gets replicated. And it's an opportunity for you to pick my brain. You can bring your questions. I will answer your questions. I will give you some laser coaching if your question requires that. So it is absolutely just an opportunity to come hang out with me on Fridays for 30 minutes, celebrate your wins, pick my brain, get your questions answered. And so if you're loving these videos, and then if you ever want to catch that tip, right? If you ever want to like she dropped some valuable pearls, some valuable gems in there. I call them diamonds and pearls. That's what one of my friends always calls my my nuggets of wisdom. My dear friend and soul brother, Andre Samir, the superhero of love. He calls me his sis, and he's like, sis, dropping diamonds and pearls. So if you ever want to go back and like recatch, you're like, yes, there were several like really awesome diamonds and pearls in there. I want to go back and catch that, or I want to write it down. The replays are housed on my YouTube channel, so you can follow me on YouTube at The Peaceful Billionaire. So all of the lives will be housed there if you ever want to catch the replay, and also the Peaceful Billionaire Mission to Billions vlog. And that is a daily vlog entry that I do. It's a behind the scenes, fully transparent, what is going on, what is going on behind the scenes on my own journey of building greater levels of wealth and success in a short period of time. Collapsing time. That's also one of my jams. So if you would like to really implement and use tonight's tool or tip, right? Shifting that perspective of obstacle equals obstacle, right? To obstacle equals opportunity. If you want to make sure that you remember that, you can jot it down on a Post-it note. So you can write obstacle equals obstacle, put an X on it, right? And write obstacle equals opportunity. And write that on a Post-it note. You can write it on a few Post-it notes, put it on your refrigerator, put it on your mirror. So you have that reminder, because it is something where you are actually training and finessing your mind to really, Saturn, sorry. To training and finessing your mind to automatically operate in this other way. So because I have done that, because I've trained my mind in that way for such a long time now, like my brain just automatically goes into solution mode. Solution. Opportunity, solution. So anytime there's anything, perceived challenge, perceived something's going wrong, I'm like, okay, everything happens for a reason. That reason is there to serve me. Where's my opportunity? What's the solution? Right? Where's my opportunity? What is the solution? And the faster that you can shift, from perceived challenge, perceived obstacle, perceived limitation, the faster that you can shift from that place, into solution. What's my opportunity? Where's my opportunity? What's my solution? Where's the solution? Right? When you're asking, when you go into that place of where's my opportunity? Where's my solution? You will find it. If you stay in that frame of mind that says obstacle equals obstacle, challenge equals challenge, this is a limitation, I can't get past it, it's a brick wall, you're not going to see the opportunity. It will be as though the opportunity is not there. You will not see it from that frame of mind. You will miss the opportunity from that frame of mind. And by missing the opportunity, what's on the other side of the opportunity? Tell me, what is it? A reward, right? A reward. So you also miss the reward. So now you know. Now you're in the know. And so the faster, like the more you can use this one and the faster you can train your brain to go from that perceived challenge, perceived obstacle, perceived limitation to where's my opportunity? Where's my solution? The faster. And actually, when your mind is trained to do this, I primarily use it towards more of a business or success trajectory perspective. However, when your mind is trained to operate in that way, it operates that way for everything. It operates that way for conversations with a loved one. It operates that way for some sort of, just personal, like normal to do around the house, something breaks, something didn't go as planned. Like you just automatically, your brain will start to literally, you can actually rewire and reprogram it. And so then it will automatically start to go to that place for you without effort. So in the beginning, right? In the beginning, it does take some reminding, hence the suggestion for the Post-it note, because in the beginning, right? In the beginning, it's easy to forget. It's easy to forget because so often, and so it's so easy to go into autopilot mode, right? It's so easy to go into that autopilot place, to fall back into the obstacle equals obstacle, to fall back into the challenge equals challenge, to fall back into the limitation equals limitation, right? Because that's been a perception and a pattern and a habit for probably much, if not all of your life. So it takes some consistency, right? Some consistency for you to quote unquote exercise this new success muscle, to optimize and leverage this new pathway that you're creating in your brain. You're actually creating new pathways. So that's what I have for you. I actually chatted so much longer than I thought I was going to tonight. So this was super, super fun. My intention is always that it's also super valuable for you, and that you are being held in this incredible, extraordinary billionaire frequency that makes it easier, right? That makes it easier and faster for you, right? And the space that I hold for you makes it easier and faster for you to optimize and leverage 100% of that $27 billion asset you already own. That is always my intention. Make it fast, make it simple, make it easy, make it fun, and you can do it. You can do it. It's simple, it's easy, it's fun, and you can do it. All right, lots of love. I shall see you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now. Goodbye for now.